Hello, RJ Kenny here from Link USA with the third video looking at fiber optic cables and systems. Today let's take a look at the actual systems and technology being used. For the transmissions themselves, whether it's Ethernet, UHD video, telecom audio, or even RF signals, the electronics that actually turn the electronic signals into light are called optical modules or optical transceivers. These can come in a multitude of form factors, but the form factor most people might be familiar with already are the small form factor pluggable transceivers, or simply SFPs. These can be found on devices ranging from Ethernet switches to professional live audio consoles like the Avid S6L. With different SFPs, you can choose whether you're using single or multimode fiber, what the speed of the connection is, what type of connectors you're actually using, what the transmit power is, which leads to what the maximum distance is, as well as what wavelengths are being used. Let's talk about wavelengths for a moment. When I say wavelengths, what I mean is sort of akin to the cover of a classic rock album, as in what colors of light we're actually using to put these signals on. With visible light being between 400 and 700 nanometers, the three main wavelengths used for transmission are 850, 1300 and 1550 nanometers. This is because with the current light sources we use, along with the transmission properties of optical fiber, these wavelengths are where we have the lowest attenuation. This attenuation is caused by either absorption or scattering. Absorption is caused by small amounts of water vapor and trace metals present in the glass absorbing the light, with most of this happening at specific wavelengths known as water bands. Then, scattering is simply caused by light bouncing off atoms or other molecules in the glass and escaping the core. This then also means there's a direct relationship to wavelength and attenuation, with shorter wavelengths having more attenuation than longer wavelengths. Next, to take another look back at that classic rock album cover, not only can we pick specific wavelengths for the signals, we can also use prisms to combine and split apart multiple wavelengths. This is known as wavelength-division multiplexing. While some types are possible with multimode fiber, typically most multiplexing systems require single-mode fiber. One of the simplest examples of this can occur between two Ethernet switches. Typically, an SFP has two fiber ports, one for send, one for receive, requiring two separate fibers to make the connection, one going each way. With bidirectional SFPs, we're able to use two different wavelengths for the send and receive down a single fiber, allowing us to use less fiber or get more signals down a single multi-fiber cable. It is possible to send many more than two signals down a single fiber using one of two technologies. First is coarse wavelength-division multiplexing, or CWDM, which allows for up to 16 channels, and the second is dense wavelength-division multiplexing, or DWDM, which allows up to 128 channels. These systems were developed in the 80s for telecommunication companies to expand capacity without having to add fiber, making them a very tried and true technology. The equipment that gets plugged into these systems has to be operating at a specific wavelength, which can be done either using an SFP which already operates at a specific wavelength, or signals can be converted using active electronics called transponders. Not only can transponders be used to convert between wavelengths, they can also be used to take other signals such as HDMI video and coaxial RF signals for things like antennas, MADI audio, and SDI video, and allow them to be mixed together down a single fiber. If you would like to know more about one of these technologies, or you need assistance in designing and implementing one of these systems, please feel free to leave us a comment, give us a call, or email us, and we'd be happy to help. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to seeing you next time.